everybody, and welcome. It is me, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seeby. And happy Wednesday, guys. And as always, Wednesday is our class that we like to call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you an image, a photograph. Sometimes it's a drawing, a painting. Sometimes it's a photograph of, it could be a photograph of anything. But your job is to write a chorus based on whatever picture that I think is a good topic of discussion and songwriting. We've been doing this for quite a while, and it's a great exercise. It comes in handy a lot especially when you're not just bursting with creativity. Sometimes it's nice to have a foundation to look as a starting place. Right? Sometimes if you're just staring at a blank piece of paper with somebody, it's painful. If you don't have any idea what you're going to do, like it's a totally blank piece of paper, it can be laborious sometimes. Now, sometimes I'll be in the kitchen, sweeping the kitchen floor, and boom, I get an idea in my head, and I have to run to get my phone. And I got a million ideas, and I'm singing them into my phone. But this is a cool exercise because it gives you a starting place, So like a picture, especially pictures that tell stories without any words, I'm always looking for photographs or any kind of image that tells me some kind of a story without actually no words around it or, nothing. Just the picture tells the story. And, and your job or our job is to come up with an idea based on the photograph. Now, we've been doing this for years, and we've probably written, 40 songs this way. And I was just talking to my friend Samantha, and she said that she was writing with, she just recently got a quadruple platinum record that she was writing with some producers and artists in Asia. And she said that they do that. That's a practice that they do in Asia or in Korea, where she was at, South Korea. And she said it's really cool, and she enjoys the process over there, how they put things together, like that. So we've been doing that for a long time, so I guess we're in good company, us doing it as well. But anyway, part of the way I like to do this, the protocol, if you can call it protocol, it's really not protocol. But what I do when I do this exercise, what I like to do is I like to stare at the picture and stare at it until I kind of drift off into a daydream. You know how like you stare at something long enough and pretty soon you're like in a little movie in your head, and then when you pull back out, you're like, wow, that was a pretty cool daydream. Well, I do that with the pictures. So I want you to try that with photographs, right? So I'm going to show you the picture in a little bit here, but I just wanted to tell you about the protocol, how I do it, right? I tell you guys this every week, but I'll continue to drive this home forever. Don't worry about the words yet. Just look at the picture, right? Then I want you to stare into the photograph. Stare into it until you're kind of like daydreaming about the picture. Okay? Now, really get in there and be as creative as you want to be up here in your head. When you pull back out and you realize you're sitting here at your desk or at your house or in your kitchen or wherever you are watching this, I want you then to grab pen and paper, and I want you just to write a detailed checklist of what's in the picture, okay? Like if it was a bird, it's a parakeet in the center, and around it's gardens, and there's a tree behind it, and there's like a balloon in the background, and there's a little girl running, or whatever's in the picture, write it all down. Write it down. Like you're writing a grocery list, milk, bread, eggs, like that, right? Write everything down, because one of those things might be like turn into the name of your song, okay? Based on the picture. And you know, another reason why I love to do this is because if somebody's coming over to my house to write songs with me, they're expecting me to come out with something that's cool, that's kind of a home run. And I got to make them excited about writing with me, right? So in order to do that, the worst thing that can happen is we're both staring at each other at a blank piece of paper. I've had it happen. It doesn't feel good. You know, you're both looking at it going, so what do you want to write about? I don't know. What do you want to write about? You know, and it turns into this. Nobody's creating anything. So this is a really cool place to start an idea. That's why I do this. That's part of the reason. And we've been very successful with this over the years. We've written a lot of songs at the studio based right here on this exercise. So anyway, as I was saying, so when you pull back out of your daydream, write everything down like you're writing a grocery list. Don't worry about it rhyming yet. Don't worry about any of that, right? Just write down all the factual information that's in the picture. Then write down your idea that was your little daydream. Write that down too. Then start to come up with words that might rhyme or tell some sort of story. And I'm always telling you guys this, try to come up with words that create images in your head. Like, I don't know, me and somebody were writing a Christmas song recently. And instead of saying the fireplace, we said like the gentle glow, you know, instead of just saying fireplace, the gentle glow of this wonderful Christmas evening. We try to paint pictures with words. You know what I mean? So that's what I would suggest you guys do. Okay, so now I do this because you know, any words that create mental imagery is always going to be more effective when you're singing, especially if you're not making a video. You're not forcing a perspective, right? This picture is a perspective, and remember this too. I want to say this too. I want to stress this because I usually stress this in these classes, but I want to say it right now. It doesn't matter what the picture is, right? I would love to have you write it about the picture. But if the picture just sets you off to write something creative, let's say, you know, it was a picture of, like I said, like a parrot, right? A picture of a parrot in a park. And when you were little, you went to a park and saw a parrot. And the parrot could talk. And you went with your mom. You could write that about your mom because your mom was the catalyst for what was in the picture. Do you feel what I'm saying? So even though it's a picture of a parrot and you write it about your mom, it's because the parrot made you think about the time you were in the park with your mom and you saw a parrot. I can do that. I'm down with that. This is just something as a catalyst to get you started. But I would prefer you wrote it about the picture rather than what it just makes you think of. Do you understand that? Okay. So having said that, without further ado, I'm now going to show you the photograph. So here it is. Here it is. Okay, so we're back. You saw the picture. I thought it was so cool. It's two statues. It's a statue of a man and a woman outside, and they're covered in snow. It's all white. The whole background is white, and you can see some snow on the man's shoulder. And between them, there's some snow right there, and they're statues. They're not real people. So I'm staring at this picture, and I'll read you what I wrote based on this picture. Now, I don't know what you're going to write, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But here's what I wrote to it, okay? So I'm staring at it, and I thought, this is a picture frozen in time. And I thought, now that creates images too, because it looked to me like they were frozen in time. So this is what I wrote. We're frozen in time, our love will never grow old. And in this endless minute, our love story is told. We'll defy the years and our flame will brightly shine. Suspended in this moment, we're frozen in time. So I'll read it again. We're frozen in time, our love will never grow old. And in this endless minute, our love story is told. We'll defy the years and our flame will brightly shine. Suspended in this moment, we're frozen in time. So that is what I wrote based on that photograph. Anyway, guys, I can't wait to see what you guys write for this. I really am excited to see this. Anyway, that's all the time that we have for tonight. So again, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seavey signing off. Have a wonderful evening. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be creative. Never stop being creative. And let's write some hit songs this year, guys. I love you all. Peace.